Our next guest is a very distinctive... A very distinctive songwriter and performer whose new hit album is called Spike. Here's a copy of it right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to this program the one, the only, Elvis Costello.
She's a feline tormentor, not any part of a wife. The drunk town lamenting leads her a miserable life. When it's full of that beer champagne, she bats paws, and gores. And if he should wake up in some terrible dive, and he don't know if he's so, but he's so surprised he's alive. Come on, little honey, let me under your hide. She bats paws, and gores. She bats around the bedroom, practicing ways to flirt. He pours another drink and anything in a skirt. Anything wearing a necklace. He thinks of claws, scratching his back. He's going out there, he's not coming back. Ow! She's got spider-leg fingers, shopping whenever he strays, and he carries a bird purse with all of a womanly ways. While he's drinking hairspray, she knows that he never would dare. He could be in pictures, he wasn't all covered in fur. She's coming home now and here's the surprise. You wouldn't believe the lies that he tries. She got him down to her favorite size. She pats paws, and claws. She pats paws, and claws. She pats and paws and claws. Oh yeah. You better leave my kitten all alone. You better leave my kitten all alone. Well, I tell you, big bad bulldog, you better leave her alone. Mr. Dog, I'm gonna hit you on the top of your head. That girl's gonna miss you, and he's gonna wish that you were dead. You better leave my kitten all alone. Well, I tell you, big bad bulldog, you better leave her alone. You better leave. You better leave. You better leave my kitten all alone.
Nice job. Good to see you. Have a seat. Elvis Costello. Good to see you.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Thank you very much for coming back. I guess you were here, geez, a long time ago.
Way back in the dawn of time.
Yeah, 5 or 6 years ago. What is the song about there exactly?
Pads, Paws, and Claws?
Yeah.
It's about a feline tormentor.
Mm-hmm.
You know those cat women? That's dedicated to my wife.
Oh.
Cat. The ultimate feline tormentor.
Uh-huh. How did that song come to you? How did it go from a thought to a song?
Kind of in a dream.
Uh-huh.
Kind of, like a bit like being in the show, you know, like a dream.
Yeah. Are you getting ready to travel all over the world with the new album?
Yeah, but, you know, I brought songs back with me from from all over the world. You know, some of the songs on this new album, Spike, were written in exotic locations, and some were recorded in fairly exotic locations.
For example?
Well, I wrote one song, God's Comic, in Greenland.
What is Greenland like? Who goes there? You were there working, or?
No, I wasn't there working. They haven't yet got any venues up there, but we're working on that. We were there on a holiday, you know, to go and see the big blue icebergs and everything.
Right.
And
Is it physically beautiful, this country?
beautiful, physically beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have many people in it, and that's the big advantage, you know.
Yeah.
And strange thoughts come to mind. You know, I wrote this song about, you know the way when you were a child you were told that Santa Claus lived at the North Pole?
Right.
Well, when you go up there, it does put you in the mind that maybe God lives at the North Pole, you know, and is hiding from us all. And I wrote, you know, I wrote a song about a comedian going up to heaven, dying and going up to heaven and dragging himself into heaven, a bit like this beautiful studio here. Heaven is like...
Oh, this is heaven, yes.
And he encounters the God that you find up at the North Pole, and there he is. He's lying on a big blue waterbed full of tropical fish, you know, and he's got one of those video screen TVs, you know, those 5-screen TVs, like in 9.5 weeks, you know. In fact, he's watching 9.5 weeks on one of them.
This is God now.
This is God now. God. He likes to take in everything, you know. Likes to, and he's got a colorized version of It's a Wonderful Life on another screen. You know?
He prefers the colorized.
He prefers the colorized one by far. You know, he's got a new movie that I believe they're making now. It's the Donald Trump story, you know, starring Dennis Hopper as Donald Trump. You know.
Geez, that's.
Yeah. I'm doing the music for that one. Yeah.
That's interesting casting.
And he's got like CNN on the usual stuff, you know, and NBC of course.
Yeah.
And he's reading like Jackie Collins' Rockstar with one eye, you know, and Danielle Steele's Star with the other eye, and with his third eye he's reading Lesson Zero by Bret Easton Ellis, you know. Yeah. And he's listening to Andrew Lloyd Webber because, you know, as you know, God can always get tickets for cats, you know. And he loves Andrew Lloyd Webber because he's so like Puccini, you know. And he says, I don't know, you know, this is all you've managed to achieve in all this time. You know, maybe I should have given the world to the monkeys, you know. Davy and Mickey and Peter and Michael would have done a better job, and gets out his guitar and plays the last strand of Clarksville.
And all of this came to you in Greenland?
All of that came to me in Greenland.
Okay. We have to do a commercial. We'll be right back here with Elvis Costello. Elvis Costello. Here, is there anything we ought to know about the cover of the new album? It appears to be you in clown makeup. What is that? Like mounted on a...
It's a picture of show business, you know. They get an elephant gun, they go out and shoot the new artists and hang them up on the boardroom wall, you know. It's plain to see, isn't it?
Now, this year, when you start the tour for this album, is it beginning soon? Are you in the middle of it now?
I'm doing a little secret tour. It's like a solo trip, but rather than turning it into like a church fair, you know, with just sitting there with acoustic guitar, I did a tour where I had a spinning songbook, like a game show wheel, and I've adapted the idea for the solo performance.
No, people would come up and spin the wheel, and wherever it landed, you would do the song.
I would do that song. Now, on the new tour, this is true. What do you mean?
Did you give away furniture or anything,
no,
like recliners?
No, you could go in a go-go cage and go-go dance, and or you could take a seat at the Society Lounge, which is not unlike this beautiful desk you have here. On this coming tour, I've got a 6-foot satin heart, like a big Valentine card. Which is mounted on springs, so it undulates seductively when you touch it. And instead of song titles, we're going to have the 13.5 deadly sins, the 7 original deadly sins, and 6.5 new ones that we're dreaming up. You know? And we want to encourage people from the audience. Now, sometimes, like in Los Angeles, you can't keep the people off the stage, you know. Here in sort of on the East Coast, people are a little bit kind of more reserved. So originally I wanted to release a pack of wild dogs at the back of the theatre to chase the people.
Good idea.
But you know, the health regulations, you have a problem from different states. So it's come down to ushers in wolf suits. So they're going to bring... And
well, that's a nice touch, yeah.
We get them up on the stage. We have a big turquoise velvet blindfold. And you know when you go to the... I know you often stay in the presidential suite in the hotels as you travel.
Wherever I go, it's part of the rider.
Yes. Well, you know, you have those you know, tasseled keys. Well, we're going to give them a tassel spike. And if you remember, you know, from the title of the record, and if you remember Pin the Tail on the Donkey from childhood, we'll have these blindfolded people stab this heart, and whichever sin they pierce, they have the opportunity then, a moral dilemma. They can either commit that sin live on stage, and we'll have some sinners over there. We'll have some paraphernalia to assist with the sinning. Or you can elect a song which you think best represents that
So
sin.
this will be very unique on this tour.
I would think so, yes. It hasn't been done before. It was tried in Las Vegas a few years ago, but they took it off. They have regulations there.
Do you ever think, Elvis, you're spending too much time alone?
Too much time watching television, Dave. Too much time watching television.
This all begins soon?
Funnily enough, it begins on April the 1st. You know, there might be something
about that. There you go. Ties right in. Well, good to see you again. I'm glad you could come back low these many years.
Yes, low these many years.
And have great success with the album and the tour.
Thank you.
Elvis Costello, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.